So welcome to Fit as a Foodie. It's another Manic Monday, and today I'm just about to do my lunch. It's been a chaotic morning. So for breakfast I just had a kvarg, a plain kvarg with chocolate little pieces in for half a swip. I've had a jacket potato in the oven whilst I have tackled a massive pile of ironing, which I will show you in a minute. I've sorted out my extra large fitness tops that were also in my ironing pile. I haven't got rid of them yet because they're just tops. They're quite cooling when I do my fitness classes because they're that little bit, well, quite a lot baggier. I will actually have to get rid of them and get some smaller ones at some point, but I'm not ready to part with them yet because I love them so much. They're very bright and they glow under the UV lights. So I've also sorted out what I'm going to wear this evening to my fitness classes because I do have an online shop coming today, which I will unpack with you when it gets here. So here is my massive pile of ironing I've done, and included were my 5 bright wild legs tops. One is just a racerback, but the others are the twist tank tops. So I've got these bright pink racerback, bright pink twist tank, bright yellow twist tank, bright green twist tank, and a beautiful aqua twist tank. So I've just been putting those in their respective packets. Have a bit of OCD, I'm not ashamed to say, but I do like to keep them nice for when I do get around to selling them. These will be better to sell like that. Another job I forgot I'm doing today with my online shop is sorting out all my tablets. I have a medical condition that's well controlled by tablets, so I package up my tablet boxes once a month. Just makes it easier for me. So I'm going to go with the Wild Energy Wild Legs leggings tonight, and I am pairing them with this Haters Gonna Hate Tiki Boo vest top today. So I'm not warming my plate up today for my lunch. I'm having a jacket potato with some ham and some salad. I've literally just got my potato out of the oven. I'm going to prep my salad. I'm going to weigh some cheese. So I'm going to first do that. Just get my scales over. And as always, I've got my 50% lighter reduced fat cheddar, and I'm going to weigh out 30 grams of that. That's it. Pixie is waiting for some cheese tacks, although not today, she's not getting any. Let's move that out the way. Ready for the potato. Okay, so I need a knife to cut my potato in half and a knife for the salad. I also need a little chopping board. So there's my chopping board. I'm going to cut the potato in half. It's nice and crispy. Don't worry, it will be hot on the inside, but the skin has cooled enough for me to touch it without being burnt. As you see, I don't hold it near the top because of the steam escaping, which will be too hot. Nice crisp jacket. Let's pop it open. As you can see, the steam rise. As I told you, it is very hot. It has just come out of the oven. And just give that a score. Lovely. And that's ready for me to put a tiny amount of spreadable butter on before I put the cheese on. But I'm going to prep my salad first at the side. So I have got some peppers, I've got some tomatoes, I've got some cucumbers, some lettuce, some celery and some pea shoots. I'm just going to pop the ham in first. Finish this pack of ham up, so I am going to pop that in there. As you know, on a Monday I have fitness classes at dinner time, so I do like to eat my main meal around 3, and it is almost that now, so I'm just going to cut some cucumber. I'm not going to use the end because when it's cut, the end often dries up a little bit, so we'll just pop that to one side and dispose of that in a minute. There we go, some nice cucumber. Pop that in. And shred some lettuce. Pop that in. Might look like there's not enough space in there, but there will be. Just trim the ends off of this celery. I'm actually going to do this in sticks today, or attempt to. So it won't go too badly. Celery is a good speed food, so as I've got this to use up, I am going to use 2 sticks for my dinner. And like I said, I am cutting it into batons. Lovely. Now the soup I'm making for tonight is going to be tomato and pepper, because I have some peppers that I need to use up. But I have got quite a few of these, so I am having some with my lunch, dinner lunch. This one's very full of seeds, so it's a bit awkward to cut it without getting some seeds. That's not too bad. I will trim any loose bits off to go in the soup later. Seed stuck to my finger. I'm just going to do these in some batons as well. Seeds off. Seem to be sticking to me. Okay, nice orange one. This one doesn't look as full of seeds, so that's going to be easier than that last one. Got the shopping coming shortly, so that's why I am not topping the potato so quickly, so it's easier for me to eat it before the shopping arrives. So I'm just going to quarter up these tomatoes. Just a bit there. There we go. Shopping's here. Not the shopping, just a delivery. So I can carry on and not worry that I'm not going to get to eat this in time. Just bad timing on the delivery company. Just top with some pea shoots that I'm going to chop up roughly so they're easier to eat. There we go, don't lose those bits. Saving those to put in the soup later. Just need to get a little spoon to put the butter on. So I only put a teaspoon on. That will just melt in nicely. Hasn't lost all its heat, but it is cool enough that I'm not going to burn myself if I eat it fairly fast. Lovely. And then top it with the cheese. And the good thing with the soup I'm making later is, as you know, I have got a nice soup maker, so it won't take me too long to do before I get changed for the fitness classes. Now, I'm just going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on this. Just a sprinkle of pepper on the potato and on the salad. Lovely. And a little bit of salt too. Yeah, not too much, just enough. Let's go and enjoy this. A lovely jacket potato with a ham salad, and Pixie is waiting, but she is not getting any. So I have got a lot of stuff to do in not so little time today, but today's going to plan so far. So lovely crunchy salad and a nice warm soft jacket fluffy potato. Just what's needed, and enough time for it to digest and not lay heavy on my tummy before I go to my fitness classes. When I've eaten this though, and the shopping's arrived, I'm going to be making a soup. As you know, I've got peppers to use up. But I'm having some pepper with my salad. Nice and crunchy. I've got the ham. I haven't got any eggs today because we're waiting for some to come with my shopping. Sometimes go for an online shop if I've got a busy week. Not going to get a chance to go to the shops. But as you know from here, I often go to the shops too Just depends week to week as to how much is going on, as to what we do and where we go, and also which shops we go to. I'm going to go and enjoy this, and I'll come back once the shopping's here to unpack, bag it with you, and then we're going to do the soup together too. So see you in a bit. So the shopping's just arrived, and it is a Tesco shop today. They don't use carrier bags anymore that, like Ocado, would bring bags that they ask you to give back, and they'll give you some brownie points for handing them back. Tesco's don't do that. You just get them in crates that you have to bring in and unpack and then take the crates back to them. So I'm just going to show you what I've brought in. Well, you can see some of it here, but I'll take you through it a bit better than that. So I've got my fresh fruit. So I've got some raspberries, got some strawberries, I don't remember ordering 2 lots of bananas, but bought some small bananas, but also some ripe and ready, which actually don't look that ripe and ready. So I've got plenty of bananas to keep me going. They didn't have the black berries that I wanted, so that's a bit of a shame. I've got a lime because there's a specific recipe I'm going to make with that. I've got some celery. I've also got some nice veggies. I've got a fresh basil plant. Because I like to use fresh basil, so I thought a plant would be better than a portion. I've got some tender stem broccoli, I've got some extra fine green beans, I've got some wholemeal pittas because I want to make wholemeal pitta pizzas. Got stuff all over the place, it's a bit crazy. So I have got gone for a meal deal for a Chinese, so I've got some chow mein sauce, I've got some pepper stir fry because that doesn't have onions in, we've got some egg noodles, and I've got some diced chicken breast in there. Just so you know, I'm not telling any fibs. Chicken breast. We have in this one some other meat. I want to make a low-fat meatloaf, so I've got some 5% mince and some 5% pork mince, so that will be for a meatloaf. I will vlog that for you, another recipe, nice low fat. I have got some star anise. I've got some cooked chicken breast, which is good for snacking on. Put that over there. I have got some more vegetable stock pots because I use these a lot with my soups. I've got some leaf gelatine ready for some low calorie desserts I want to make. Bought some more linguine because we eat a lot of pasta, but I needed some pasta. So I've got linguine. I've got this reduced fat puff pastry to try. So I'm going to make something nice with that. I have got some no added sugar arrabina. That's going to go with the star anise, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with that, but something special. I've got some more baking potatoes. So I've got 4 big baking potatoes. I have some crunchy golden clusters. So these are a nice high fibre cereal that are good to have as breakfast, but I've also seen a nice dessert that uses these. So I bought some of those, which I've never had those. I'm going to do a chilli with my multitude of peppers. So I've got some sour cream because I can't have anything too spicy. I've got a big tub of the lighter flora for baking. I've got a large passata for a specific recipe and some more small passatas. I've got some zero cola Capri Sun. These are really nice and they're free on plan. I've got some sun-dried tomato pesto. This is quite low swipped, so we've got some of that. We enjoy that with pasta for a quick meal. Over here, so I've got some Parmesan pre-grated and a reduced fat mozzarella. So I will have some tomatoes, basil and mozzarella. You can have some of this as a healthy extra. I love that salad. And this is for a specific recipe. And lastly, over here I have I chose me a massive one, a red cabbage. Let's get it out of there. Look at the size of that. Huge. There's a couple of things they couldn't provide me with, so very disappointed with that. But I've got for hubby and Becca lacto-free milk. That's semi-skimmed. And for myself, I have got skimmed BOB because it tastes like semi-skimmed, but it's skimmed. So I like that myself. And that's my shop, minus the couple of bits they couldn't deliver. Back with the soup making shortly. Come on a bit of a walk with me to fitness tonight. The day has just flown away with me. What with the delivery and shopping coming, stack of washing, all the ironing and everything in between. So I had to get changed very fast this evening, and I am walking particularly quick because I am just running out of time, and if I don't get to class on time I'll be walking late, which I do not want to do, but it doesn't matter. I'm getting my warm-up by walking to class. I've got Decade Loaded first at 6. Then after 45 minutes of that, I'll have a short break, and then at 7 I have got Carbocyze. These both done under UV lights, and I will be glowing in my Wild Energy leggings from Wild Legs, and I've done my hair to match with Bright Day Glow little band at the bottom and Bright Day Glow scrunchie. So that should be good. Now, without further ado, I'm going to sign off for now. But before I do, I will tell you that I didn't manage to get the soup done. So I will be doing that when I get home this evening. So my soup's going to be rather late. But it is what it is, and there's not much I can do about that. So I'll catch you later on with the soup making and the soup eating. Quick walk to town, to my venue, 17 minutes. Stayed dry as well, it's just starting to spit. So I'm going to go in, change my shoes and get my groove on. So it really was a manic Monday today. I didn't manage to get the soup I wanted to make when I got back from my classes. I had a few things to do before I managed to eat. So I ended up having a bowl of brown flakes with the rest of my milk allowance, and I had a banana too, which is a light enough meal to have before going to bed. I'll show you my food diary for the day. So here it is. I've had lots of speed foods with my salad that I had with my lunch with the jacket potato. I had a banana this evening. This morning I had grapes with my kvark. So there's my milk allowance, the brown flakes. I did have a snack of a Cathedral City lighter, which I put under my healthy extras because I had that earlier than I had the jacket potato. But I did swip my cheddar reduced fat, and that's 6 swips. I've obviously swipped my butter that I had on the potato, and I swipped my kvark. So in total I've only had 8 swips today, which is a very good day. And the activity I did with my walk and my 2 activity classes came to 115 minutes. So all in all, a very good diary in my journal indeed. If you have liked this content, don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, leave a comment below if there's something particular you'd like to see, any recipes, any fitness, any out and about, anything. I'd love to know what it is you like about my channel and what you'd like to see from me.